Yo, what's going on? It's your man, Rick the Dawn. Thank you all for watching this video, and also thank you in advance for those who throw a like on the video. All right, I just saw Final Destination Bloodlines. Was it good? I would say it was better than okay. If you're asking me, I'm saying it's between a 7 and a 8.5. I think that's about what you should expect in terms of entertainment. Was it entertaining? It was extremely entertaining. Just about every moment of the film kept your attention. There were a couple dips, there were a couple spots that were a little hard to follow, but overall, it was entertaining. Was it scary? It was not scary. It was more thrilling, more entertaining than scary overall. All right, as far as scariness is concerned, for me, I would give it a 4. There were a couple of jump scares, but other than that, it wasn't that scary to me. Was it funny? Kind of. You know, there was a couple characters that kept a couple chuckles popping off here and there. Where does it rank amongst all the Final Destination movies for me? I would rank it number 3 behind number 2 and the original, number 1. I feel like number 1 is just a high watermark. If it were not for Final Destination 1, you know, we don't get this far. It's kind of like Scream 1. Like, it's really hard to supplant Scream 1 if you're any of the sequels. It's hard to supplant Nightmare on Elm Street if you're any of the sequels. And that's the same case here. So I think the original is number 1. I think, personally, the sequel is number 2. And I would put this one somewhere in number 3. It was great seeing Tony Todd. All right, the original Candyman. This was his final role. Definitely was great seeing him. And I like, well, I won't say I like, but they did tie in his physical ailment into the film. So that was interesting. I won't say it was, I would say it was interesting and leave it there. Now, you might want to know about the death scenes, or, you know what I'm talking about. The scenes, how were they? They were very creative. Like I said, I think as far as the best story is concerned, that title goes to Final Destination 1. I think as far as the best, death scenes in this movie, that goes to number 2. But I was really, and I should say thoroughly impressed with what this Final Destination tried to do with the scenes. I mean, look, I'll go ahead and start throwing a couple nuggets your way. Some of these death scenes came out of nowhere. So it was just like, yo, what is this? Like, why, how did that happen? And you would think that Final Destination would follow some of the same parameters as other movies, that being not killing off certain people. Yeah, right. This is probably, out of the entire series, one of the more ruthless versions of death, because he didn't spare anybody. I mean, spoiler alert,